Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Philosophicast. I am one of your hosts, Post-Socratic Fool, I think, and here is my good friend, Ontological Idiot. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, I kind of expected you to say a little bit more than hello, but whatever. Just whatever. Just be a dick. Don't worry. I'll carry the weight. Whatever. You can just sit back and do shit all because that's what you've been doing so far, and it's been going well for you, hasn't it?
I love you too.
Fuck you. All right. So hey, ontological idiot.
Yeah, was there something you wanted to ask me?
Yeah, actually. Shit, where's the script? Hold on. Right. Who? Wait. Oh, hold on. First, I wanted to say, actually, that we are doing this on Google Hangouts for the first time, as opposed to the previous time when we did it in person with, us together. And so there is possibly going to be a slight delay between us, between one of us talking and the other responding. We apologise for that. Sadly, there's not really much we can do other than this arsehole getting in his car and driving to where I am, but he's too lazy to do that.
You live really far away.
I do not. Right, so, hey, ontological idiot. Ha, who are your top 10 favourite chess players of all time?
Oh, funny you should ask me that.
Is it now?
Here's the list. At number 1, we have Tao. At number 2, we have Carlsen. 3, Kasparov. 4,
It's going a little bit slowly. Can you get to 7?
And at number 7, Deep Blue.
Deep Blue? That's an interesting name for a human being.
Oh, now here's the funny thing. It's not a human.
Gasp! What? This is a surprise to anyone who hasn't looked at the title of this episode.
And
who didn't look at the episode and think that it was Al. It's not Al. It's a capital I, not an L. So.
Oh, that really annoys me. How you can never tell.
Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah. So yeah, this is AI. This is an episode on AI. If you hadn't caught on yet, which you should have done. Silly you.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's start.
Yeah, let's. After you.
Where do you want to start?
Where don't I want to start, buddy? That's the question.
Can I actually go through the list, the top 10?
No, this is not Chesapeake-cast, Dick.
Well, it's a good, but I want to raise awareness. It's a good.
You want to raise awareness to your top 10 favorite chess players. You want people to be aware of who you are a fan of.
Yeah.
You think people care who you like.
No one cares about me.
Yeah, exactly. You do well to remember that. Now, how about you start the episode?
Can AI become conscious? This is a question.
Yeah, that is a question.
And questions?
So it's a question that we'll be solving right now, definitively. The definitive answer: yes or no.
Ooh, wait, do you want me to?
Yeah, ideally. We are on a clock.
Just right now, can they?
Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping for these episodes to be like a lot shorter, like literally 5 minutes, as opposed to 59 minutes and 59 seconds. Well,
In short, shit.
That's really not an answer. It's a yes or no question.
No, there's like a fly that just. It wasn't even a fly. Shit.
There's a fly that wasn't even a fly. Well, that's definitely I mean, well, whew, yeah, you threw me off with that one,
Right.
boy. I'm going to be honest.
Okay. Right.
Um,
We're starting. We're starting right now.
are we now? Are we? Because right, the problem with doing this on Google Hangouts is I
Shut
can't
up.
actually tell how
Shut up.
long into the episode we are. So I'll never know if
I'm
we go
about
over
to
an hour.
start. Just shut up.
What, me?
No, the other person that's talking.
Oh, good. I was hoping you weren't talking to me then, because that would have been painful.
What's wrong with you?
Right, now, how about you do your little bit here? Now, you answer my question. Yes or no?
No.
Okay, all right. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back. Fuck it if I know. We'll be back later. Let's play the outro song. Da-da-da-da-da-da. There is philosophy and me and you and a lot of that stuff. Da-da.
Okay. We're gonna elaborate.
Well, are you going to elaborate? You gave me the answer.
Okay. Well, first of all, we need to define what we mean by the term conscious.
Okay, and that's quite
What it.
difficult to do. Sort of.
Not gonna help you telling us how difficult everything is every 5 seconds.
I think it
Oh
is.
look! Oh look! The a priori synthetic divide. Oh, look what
No,
Kant.
don't bring that up.
Oh, it's
Don't bring that up.
difficult.
That's not relevant.
Oh, no, I'm just saying it doesn't help when you say it's difficult.
Okay, all right, calm down.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
You
I'm
should
just
be.
very. I'm sorry.
Don't forget your place. Your place being below me. That's your place. Don't forget it. All
Just
right?
because you're taller than me doesn't mean you're a better person than me.
No, I'm a better person than you because I'm a better person than you.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So let's. All right. Enough fun. So let's see. Okay. So defining consciousness. Go ahead.
Um. What?
All right. All right. My go. My go. All right. Hold on. I've got Google. Right. Webster's Dictionary. This isn't helpful at all.
What the
Okay,
audience
let's
at home doesn't know is that this is all really scripted.
Yeah, it's look, right there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We should really do, scripting because we're stuck, quite honestly
I'm
here.
not. I'm really not. I just don't want to say anything for fear of you. For fear of you,
Me
basically.
clapping? Fear of me clapping? I'm not gonna clap. Don't worry.
I don't
That's
want you to clap.
good. It's not gonna happen.
Good.
Okay, all right. Let's do this now. All right, your go. Your turn.
Where are we
Stop
at?
clapping.
I'm not clapping!
And what's that sound?
I can't say it because you'll accuse me of
Is it the
advertising.
fly?
It wasn't a fly. You don't know what I've been through.
I know quite a lot about what you've been through. It's not that bad. Alright, okay, so let's define consciousness. Can you just please give a fucking definition of consciousness?
Why? You're the one with the bloody internet.
Yeah, but you're the one who says that you've already got a definition and you're just not saying
No, I'm
it.
just saying. I've got a place. I've got like an entire line that we can go down.
Okay, that's great. Start the line then.
Go on, define consciousness for me.
Oh, I don't fucking know.
You just don't know.
It's a tough question. I don't think I wasn't really prepared for it. And I don't think it's fair for you to put me in this situation.
Well, I'm telling you right now to Google it.
I tried that. It didn't really help that much.
Okay.
Well, we're stuck. We're. I mean, Jesus, this is like what 5 minutes into the
To be honest,
episode.
how far?
I don't know. I assume 5 minutes. We could have been here for an hour for all I know, though, because
It's
this
a little
Google
longer than
Hangout,
five
it doesn't
minutes.
actually tell me.
Definitely longer than 5 minutes.
Right. Okay. Well, we should have. Okay, I should have looked at the time before we actually started this. That would have been a good idea. Oh wait, maybe when I called you a cunt on Facebook. When did that happen?
Like every day for my
Oh, it's
entire life.
22 minutes past 2. So so that's 12. That's 13 minutes ago, and then you joined a little bit after that. So a bit over 10 minutes now, I guess. I'd assume. Through logical reasoning. Oh, there's a spider. Hello. Right. Okay. So consciousness.
Spiders don't speak English.
No, I'm not talking to the spider. I'm talking to you. Okay, you've disappeared, so that's great. So, here's a little new segment that I'd like to introduce right now. It's a segment where that arsehole disappears, and I'm a little bit screwed for a minute because he has a really shit computer, so he's going to take a minute to reconnect. So let's play a fun little game. The spider's crawling up the wall towards me. Let's hope that's not dangerous. So, our fun little game is going to be called Talking Shit About Ontological Idiot. That sort of rhymes, I guess. So, let's start with the obvious. He stole his name from me, alright? No matter what he says, I came first. I mean, the chicken and egg situation, well, that's not helpful. I mean, that's... Okay, not a chicken and egg situation, um, fuck, I don't know, an ontological idiot and post-Socratic fool situation is I started my Tumblr before him. I said my name is post-Socratic fool, and then he is like, "Oh, look at me! I can't think of anything original, so I'll just look at that guy's name and steal it, and then say, oh, look, my name is similar. I'm just ripping you off because I'm not smart." See, that is the kind of thought, lines of thought that go through ontological idiot's mind.
Just got
See,
back.
he is
Guessing
very
you
dumb.
didn't hear any of my
Well, no,
Yeah.
you disconnected, so I didn't hear a single fucking thing you said.
stuff.
No, you disconnected. I had a fun little talk with the audience that you will never know about, and
Oh, I will.
no, you're not watching this episode.
Okay.
That spider is getting dangerously close to me now. Been in here for like 3 days. What does it eat?
Because spiders are so dangerous.
Well, some of them are. I mean, I'm not afraid of spiders. I'm gonna go pick that spider up right now. Actually, if I die, I won't. See, I've got a spider right here in my hand. See? Well, you don't see. Oh, now it's crawling up my arm. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Now this isn't relevant at all, or helpful, or anything. So do you want to do your thing again, where you talk, except this time you're connected to
Well,
the
I
chat?
don't know how much you heard already. Where did I cut off?
Absolutely nothing.
What about when I was defining consciousness?
No, I mean literally. Yes, I think you're about to start defining consciousness, and then you're disconnected. So
Right.
start again.
Did we can't upload this.
Yeah, we can. I had a fun little chat while you were gone, and I think the audience will appreciate that more than they'll appreciate anything you're going to say.
Look, let's just start over.
No, we're not starting this over. We are not starting this over. We've got some good material here. We're keeping this. Now you go on and say your shit.
Nothing good about this.
How unfortunate for you. Now, say your piece.
Say my piece.
Yeah.
Consciousness, as defined by Google. Right, can you still hear me?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The state of being aware of and responsive to one's surroundings, or a person's awareness or perception of something. Now, if we use these terms, which we won't, because that's too simple, we can apply them to. Can you still hear me?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Go on.
Okay, we can apply them to the current AI we have, and consider that perhaps they already are aware or conscious in that the loosest sense of the term, because they do in fact respond to their environment and change themselves accordingly. Prime
And
example of this is they can walk or pick up an object.
yeah. And now, obviously, I
The
mean,
question is,
yeah.
does this make them conscious?
And
I
also,
think
the
the
question
definition.
is there anything more to consciousness than this?
Um, well, I think personally you're looking in the wrong area if you're questioning whether or not robots can become conscious. But I think rather the right area to consider is if humans are conscious.
Well, that's
Because
a good question.
right, don't don't really need the running commentary, do I?
Uh, I think you do because I haven't had anything to say for a while, and kind
All
of
right.
wanted to,
Okay.
I want to make sure the audience knows I'm here.
Yeah, no, that's fair actually. Okay,
Yeah.
say something if you want to.
Well, I did that, and you kind of patronized me for it and made me feel like really small. Um,
Who says patronize? It's patronize.
well, Americans say patronize,
That's
probably.
weird. Um. Okay, so let's
So do
talk
you? All
about
right. Well, let's. How
let's
about
talk
your
about
opinion on this then?
energy
How about
experiment.
your opinion on your opinion on this? Gun to your head. Do you think humans are conscious then?
Um. Yeah, but I'm gonna change the definition of what conscious is.
Okay. What? So what? You're saying that they're conscious by the definition that we've already laid out, or they're conscious by the new definition you're about to give? You're about to give.
Well, I think the definition of it that's already laid out is a bit. That's not what
Yeah.
we mean when we say
Yeah.
it. Consciousness in itself is not just the idea of being able to respond to one's surroundings or interpret them as such. More, it's the kind of idea of what we perceive to be the flowing of time through passing of experience. So we only know that time flows through what we have experienced because we are conscious. It's not necessarily a thing, more of an anti-thing, in that it's what we use to describe the term of the feeling that the time is flowing from state to state as you are simultaneously conscious between experience A and experience B.
Right.
So this implies some sort of dualistic approach, wherein we see not only consciousness can allow you to become aware, air quotes aware, but also this higher plane of understanding that we see, wherein we say something's conscious, it means it's not only aware, it is the thing in itself, insofar as it is. um, I kind of want to say uh, the ideal of itself. But that's sounding like platonic bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be honest. A lot of the stuff you said sounded like bullshit, but let's move on.
Thank you.
Let's move back. So you mentioned dualism back there, and I think we touched a bit
No,
on this.
no, you're. I didn't mean it as in what you've interpreted it as. I meant it as
Oh,
in the
well,
dichotomy of things.
you mean it in what? Sorry.
The idea of a dichotomy of things. So it's
Okay.
dualism is in there are two aspects to it. That's all I meant.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Um. So, do you want to talk about the Chinese room?
I do actually. I have notes on that somewhere.
Right. We don't need
Um,
your notes.
you'd need my notes.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll actually explain the Chinese room just a little bit because I feel like I haven't gotten much of a chance to talk yet.
Because
Um,
you're not really a philosophy student, are you?
screw you. All right, I'm finished. All right, I'm finished with that. I'm moving on, but I'm still, an enthusiast.
Yeah.
Fuck, and that counts.
No, that does
Right.
count, and I would agree with that if I believed you.
Fuck you. Okay, so I'm all right. I'm going to start us off. You can just correct me if I get anything wrong.
Okay.
Okay, so the Chinese room uh, thought experiment is well, it's an odd one. I'll give it that. Basically, the idea of it is like you're in a room and the room's Chinese. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm on about. I have a vague
Okay.
idea. It's just been I thought I had a better grasp on it than I actually do, and it's been a
No,
long time
I
since I actually.
probably do. That's a really odd thing to say. Oh,
Yeah, I've kind of forgotten everything about the Chinese room. I know, right? I know that it's like uh, I don't know. All right, you do it. Just go on.
no, I want you to do it.
No, I don't know.
Honestly,
All
it's
right,
okay.
okay, fine. Ah, right. So you're in a room, and every now and then a letter comes through the door, and
Sounds like me.
and there's a Chinese symbol written on it. Yeah, is
Right.
that right?
Yeah. I don't know, is it?
I don't know. Is it?
Yes. Yeah, right. Right, start.
Okay.
Right, let's go back. Let's start by defining this room. What does this room look like?
Uh, is that relevant? It's a bland room with a
No, no,
door.
right. What features are in this room?
It's Chinese.
What is wrong with you?
I told you I've forgotten about it. Right, okay, screw it. I'm gonna look up my notes. I've got them on my drive. Oh shit, I'm signed into my wrong account. Well, fuck, I don't have them on my drive. I'd have
Alright, okay.
to sign
Right,
out
I'll
of this
explain
account.
it. No, I'll explain it.
No, no, no. No,
Okay.
it's too late now. I'm explaining this. I've got a handle on it. I've got this!
Okay. Alright, it's all yours.
Right. Okay. The Chinese Room is a British independent
Room is
video game
tiny.
development studio best known for making experimental first-person games such as Half-Life 2 mod Dear Esther. The co-developing and co-developing its
Talking about.
full-fledged remake. The company originated as a mod team for Half-Life 2, based at the University of Portsmouth in 2007, and is named after John Searle's Chinese Room thought. Right, okay, I got.
What are you on about?
Right, see, that's the Wikipedia page for the Chinese Room, the first one that came up. Right, but no, don't worry, it redirected me to the Chinese Room thought experiment Wikipedia page.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
fine.
right.
Right, okay. I actually want the audience to know that was deliberate. Okay, I'm not that dumb. I didn't
You
just.
don't believe him,
I,
audience. That was not
that
deliberate.
was that was deliberate. All right. Look. I hear myself when I'm reading. I wasn't just. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. So the Chinese Room is a thought experiment presented by John. I'm not just going to read it Wikipedia again. It's all right. By John Searle.
Because you know what accidentally happened last time.
Yeah. Well, no. It was on purpose. All right. It was deliberate. I'm just not going to read it Wikipedia because then people are just going to think that that's what we do on Philosophicast is just go on Wikipedia and read shit, and that's not what we do. We put life into this. Put our heart and soul.
What I've
Alright?
done.
Alright,
You sure you don't just want me to explain it?
no. Is it similar
Okay.
to the China brain?
The what brain?
The China brain.
I don't know if I know that one.
Oh, you don't know that one, do you? Oh, well, looks like I'm the victor now, doesn't it?
Well, at least I've not said I know it and then had to explain it.
Well, that's true. That's the truth. Right, okay, so the Chinese room, it's where you're in a room, and
Okay, right. First, let's start by describing what the room looks like. The features of the room.
10 minutes of silence.
What?
Alright, yeah, go ahead. You describe the features of the room then. Go ahead. I know you're bursting to do it.
I'm not. I'm just bursting for you to do it.
I don't know the features of the room! That's kind of the issue
Right.
here.
Okay. Say you're in a room and there are no doors, no windows, etc. But there are two chutes, one in and one out.
Yes, okay, yes. Alright, there are two chutes, one in and one out. No windows, no doors. And out of one chute, out of one chute, there comes a letter. And in the letter, there are some. No, I know this. Shut up! Shut up! I actually know it. Right in the letter, there's like a load. There's like Chinese figures. And you inside the room, you don't understand Chinese. You have no clue what it actually says. But you have a book which tells you how to respond to these letters. So you take this letter, you find the correct response, write down the response, and send it into the out chute. Yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Aha! I got you. So Searle argued that that this is similar to how a computer program carries like how a computer program like holds intelligent conversation and information and everything, that it doesn't actually think about the things.
Well, the question at the end is, can the man ever learn what the Chinese
Yeah,
fingers mean?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you elaborate on that then. I mean, I did my part. It took me a good while, but I did my part.
And the argument has been made that the flaw in that should be that it's not the job of the man to perceive what the actual letters mean, but the room itself, because that is the construct. But that's the construct of the consciousness that we're creating for the AI. But that's not necessarily true. I think that should be the letters themselves, because if you think about what makes the computer conscious, it wouldn't be the ability to hold the digits of information, but it would be the information itself. So the chute and letters themselves would be what should be defined as the thing that would make the room conscious itself. So can Chinese character itself ever know that it is a Chinese character, which is in itself
It's a
an
pretty
odd
fucking
question,
stupid
but
question, honestly.
you have to remember it's all analogous. So you
Yeah,
create.
yeah, yeah.
So it's the information understanding that is information, which is entirely possible. It's actually a lot suspiciously like mathematical knowledge that you wouldn't really comprehend in a way if you just looked upon the knowledge that we currently have. So, for example, Bertrand Russell tried to create the Principia Mathematica, in which he tried to reduce the principles of mathematics to its logical foundations that we can just perceive. But that was, in turn, a complete failure, mainly part in turn to Kurt Gödel's incompleteness theorem, wherein it says that no logical foundation can never be reduced to its mathematical like bare bones and constructs. This was outlined in the Critique of Pure Reason, not specifically for the structures that Kurt Gödel, the famous mathematician, mentioned. Are you still here?
Yeah, I'm very spaced out, as I suppose
Right. Well,
most of the audience
I'm in a
is.
roll. I'm on a roll. I'm going on to Kant now.
I'd rather you didn't.
Right. No, I'm just going to go on Kant, and then I'll finish, and then you can have your turn. Yeah.
Okay, just briefly touch upon this though. Yeah, right? Because I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to have a lot of faith in the audience. I really would, but I don't know if they're going to listen through this. I
No
don't
one's
know.
listened this far anyway.
That's true. All right, go on.
Um. Right. So because Kant kind of was the first person to assume that mathematical knowledge isn't entirely analytical. It's what he defined as synthetic a priori, in that it's known before experience, but through a combination of other aspects of what experience and knowledge in reality are. So because you can't know anything really a priori, you have to have perceived the idea before you understand what the knowledge is before that you are creating for yourself, and then build upon that and experience that. So he took rid of the idea that the mathematical knowledge is analytic, but rather it's synthetic, which means that you can't know it unless having experienced the fundamental axioms of mathematical principles themselves, wherein they cannot be derived or deduced logically or coherently. You just have to assume the axiomatic principles are true, and then that follows the entire amalgamation of what mathematical knowledge we have today, which is in itself a complete system and it's set, but you can never know it before assuming the logical foundations that it's set in. And this is how I personally believe that AI can become as conscious as humans can, because the set of our knowledge is in itself the set that you have to assume the fundamental principles or axioms for, and then we define the consciousness as the experience of understanding these axioms in their own set as they pass from experience A to experience B, and the AI system does the same, but in a different set of systems. So because they're equivalent, not necessarily the same, they can become as conscious as we can, but we can't define that consciousness as consciousness because the set itself doesn't exist outside the axiomatic principles that we have to assume beforehand. You go.
Apparently, my shirt's been shipped. Oh, that's cool.
Your what's been?
Sorry, I was checking my emails.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you like repeat where you said like that stuff?
The stuff with the things?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got it.
No.
Okay, no. Right. So would you like to continue down this
I've actually pretty much just outlined everything I wanted to say.
okay. Well, in that case, we're talking about AI, so how about we discuss the Turing test just a wee
Oh,
bit?
that's a brilliant idea. That's a good idea.
Thank you. Thank you. Although, without the condescension, it would be even better.
No, I didn't actually mean to be condescending that time.
You don't mean it, but it's always there. So, how about I just give an outline of the Turing test, because people are tired of your stupid fucking voice.
Okay.
So, right. The Turing test is a test of a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent to or distinguishable from that of a human. Yeah, I'm doing the Wikipedia thing again. That was a joke. I'm going to stop doing that now. So basically, the Turing test is an experiment proposed by Alan Turing, who was a well, he's a computer guy, computer chap. Yeah, yeah.
What? Yeah. Oh, Alan Turing. Did you
Yeah,
say
he like invented the first
a
computer, right?
guy, a computer chap? General considered, universal genius.
Yeah,
Kind of maybe someone you should pay a bit more attention to, not just a
yeah,
computer chap.
yeah. So yeah, that computer chap, he basically
You
he
know they're making a
thought
movie of him.
that
It's got Benedict
uh,
Cumberbatch in.
I don't, is it always Benedict Cumberbatch, isn't it? It's
I
always
I like
Benedict
him. I
Cumberbatch.
think he's a good actor.
I don't dislike him, right? But the problem is we are now talking about him on a show which is very related to Tumblr, and that might mean we're going to have to tag him in the show in the tags on this, which will mean we will actually get 10 million views. So that's
Um,
good.
that's not how it works.
Yeah, I think it is. So come on, we're on Tumblr. It's
Yeah, that's fair.
right. Um, so yeah, Alan Turing, he thought very much that um, machines can, or at the very least, would grow to a point where they can think. He really believed that humans would grow to, that no, that, sorry, that computers would grow to a point that they would be indistinguishable from humans. So his test was that a single person in a room alone, would have a conversation over a computer with two different entities. So let's say entity A is a human typing back on a different computer, typing back this in this conversation, and entity B is actually a computer program typing back to the person as just in the it's a computer program, so it's not actually a person. And Turing, he proposed this experiment and said he thought that that computers would grow to a point where the person would not be able to tell the difference between between A and B, between the actual person and the computer. How'd I do?
Good. That was it. That was, I think. I don't know. Yeah, that was it. Um, in case anyone's wondering from earlier, it's number one, Mikhail Tal, number two, Magnus Carlsen.
Oh
number
my
three,
God!
Paul
Nobody
Paul
gives a shit. Stop it!
Casablanca,
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
and
Shut up!
then
Nobody gives a shit about your
number
shit
six,
about shit.
Bobby Fischer, number
Shit.
seven, Deep Blue, number eight, Vladimir
Stop it!
Kramnik,
Stop
number
it! Stop it! Stop it!
nine,
Stop it!
Mikhail Fulton,
Stop
number
it!
10,
Shut
Nathan
up!
Zellick.
Fuck off! Jesus Christ!
I did it. I'm finished.
All right, you got that out of your system now, have you?
Yep.
Well, that's just wonderful. It is
Number 8
3
and
a.m.
number 9
right now.
would be-
It is 3 a.m. That is not a time that I should be taking your shit. Taking your shit about chess. I don't want that. Well, this is nice. I mean, it is a YouTube show, but I mean, we don't have to talk all the time. I mean, it's nice to, just have a bit of silence. Have a bit of a relax, a bit of a quiet, time to ourselves. That's quite nice. That's quite nice.
I kind of
Yes,
lagged out there, and I just went from
quite
you
nice.
shouting at me to you saying that it's nice to have a bit of silence.
Okay, well, we were just silent for about half an hour.
Your perception of time is so off.
I'd like to think of it as so, right. So I mean, what do you think about the Turing test? And do you think? I mean, I remember. Okay, fuck. We should really start doing research for these episodes before we actually do
I
them.
know. You should start doing research. I'm fine on it.
Get you. One day you'll climb off your high horse and see how it is down here with the rabble. So.
You're an odd person.
So, so to yeah, okay, right. I saw this on the internet. Full disclaimer, saw this on the internet. That the Turing test was passed recently. Is that
Really?
accurate?
I didn't actually know that.
Oh,
Maybe I should start doing research.
yeah, yeah. Oh, really? So now is it time for you to climb down your high horse? You get off it.
No, yeah,
Maybe
no, go
shoot the
on.
horse in the
No,
head
'cause
because it led
it's,
you into a bad place that you didn't want to be in, where you're embarrassed and there is so much egg on your face right now that you could use it to bake a lovely pie, and I would eat that pie. And actually, I probably wouldn't eat that pie. It's been all over your face. That's
a bit
disgusting.
weird.
Go on. Go on. Oh, are you going to disappear again? Because that's fun. Yeah, we shouldn't really do YouTube like ever, honestly, because this is what happens. You are now going to leave, and I'm going to have to be stuck here trying to entertain people by myself for I don't even know how long, and that scares me. I'm right, audience. Uh, I I'll try to put in the description or something like time frames of this of when he's been disconnected and when he reconnects because this isn't entertainment. I'm going to be honest. This is not going to be that fun, but I'll do my best. So, right, yes, I saw a while ago that the Turing test had been passed, but I don't know if this is at all accurate. Of course, you can in fact go and interact with AI with air quotes around it. Um, yourself right now if you want. Just go to your local Google and type in Cleverbot. Now, Cleverbot, it's quite an odd thing. It's very questionable whether or not it's an AI really. So Cleverbot is just this thing you can talk to it and it'll give a response, but the response won't always be the same. So I mean, I can just say to it hello, and it's responded with what's up? But I mean, scissors. What's up? Oh, it's telling me to share. No, I don't want to share. Thanks. But I mean, if you say hello, it won't always respond in the same way. It's odd. So it's questionable whether it's a proper artificial intelligence or not, and it's questionable whether or not that would pass a Turing test. I don't know if it would. Maybe I'm sure somebody's tried it. Um, I miss Ontological Idiot. It's empty without him. Um, I really am going to try to think of something to talk about because honestly, we can't just literally have silence. That would be bad. I'm gonna message him right now because I see he's actually still on Facebook. What the fuck is going on, you piece of horse shite? I'm here talking to these people, these wonderful people. Yeah, yeah. Um, and I don't think I'll be able to entertain them much longer! Exclamation mark. Although I probably haven't been entertaining you at all so far. Ooh, and that's something I apologize for. Oh, he's actually disconnected from the chat now, which is it's just wonderful. I love it. Oh, he's messaging back. Let's see what he says. In the meantime, how about I tell you my top 10 favorite chess players? So there is, I don't know, my stepdad's pretty good. I guess. I mean, I've beaten him like once. So he's pretty good at it. Yeah, I think he's pretty good. There's this guy that I met like when I was on holiday in Sri Lanka, and he was excellent. He was amazing at chess actually. Um, and so I'd put him at number one actually. Talk. He says to talk about paradoxes to pass the time. That what? Why? Why would I do such a thing? Okay, well, let's take his advice. Paradoxes. So, uh, uh, okay, a paradox. Let's give a very basic description. So, a paradox is what occurs. Yeah, okay, so he says because it's fun. You're right, he's right, he's right. It is a wee bit of fun, um, for us to have. So, I mean, it's sort of philosophy related. So, a paradox is what occurs. It is a theoretical occurrence which could happen um, if time travel ever existed. So, a paradox is what we say would occur when um, somebody time. You all probably know what a paradox is here, but I really have to stall here, and so I mean, blame him. Don't blame me. I'm sure I'm going to get all the shit for this, but it's not my fault. Um, but anyway, so a paradox is so an example of a paradox is like if I went back in time and killed my uh, grandfather, and because of that, I would never have been born. But because I was never born, I would never have been able to go back in time and kill my grandfather. So I would have been born, but in that case, I would have gone back in time to kill my grandfather and killed him, so I wouldn't have been born. And so, honestly, it makes no sense. You see, and so a paradox is confusing, and obviously, we may never know what would happen if a paradox actually occurred, because I mean, the existence of time travel is I mean, that's very questionable. It I doubt time travel can exist, but honestly, I'm very much not an expert on the subject. Okay, he's just messaging me back saying, "Look, I'm suffering from technology being an arse. You youngsters aren't helping me with that." I should mention, Ontological Idiot is 97 years old. He sounds younger. That's true, and that is explained by the fact that paradox. There you go. See, I can fit that word into any sentence, and it's just swell, isn't it? Um, I really don't know what to do. I'm considering ending the episode here because he's being a real asshole here, not by having a bad internet and a bad computer. Uh, I guess that. AI is very much not my strong point, so I can't really go on about that. Um, Jesus Christ, this isn't entertaining. This isn't good. This is going to be our worst episode yet, and this is only the second episode. Things are supposed to go uphill from the beginning. What the hell? I can't deal with this. This is really stressful. I'm really sorry. Okay, I really am. If I don't end the episode, I will definitely put like time frames for when he disconnects and when he comes back because this isn't fun. From the bottom of my heart, I'm very sorry for this. Um, it's just not we can't really do anything about it. To be fair, I do live quite far away from him. He can't just drive up whenever he feels like it, and we can't just like start recording an episode. So we have to record it like this. Maybe one day we'll find a better solution, but for now, this is all we have, and I'm sorry for that. Um, as it goes, it does seem that he might be reconnecting in just a minute, so I'll give him another couple of minutes before I decide to end the episode. We have been going for, I'd assume, nearly an hour now. It feels like a day. So I think just under an hour, probably about 50 minutes now, I guess. And of course, about 20 of those minutes have just been me. I mean, what can I say? I'm sorry. It sucks. Um, I guess while he's gone, I can discuss a different thing. How about I discuss this? This is a fun little question. How many of you would do this if it was an option? Imagine, if you will, that there is something which could teleport you from one side of the world to the other, to anywhere you wanted to go, within a matter of seconds. Now, I'm sure a lot of you would say yes to doing that. I myself would, in fact, say yes to doing that. But here's the catch. It doesn't just teleport you. It destroys you and then puts you back together at your targeted location the exact same way. Now, a lot of people would, some people would be shaky about this, but a lot of people would still do it. Now, I myself would still do it, honestly. And a lot of people say that that in doing this, you actually die. I disagree. But then again, of course, I'm not an expert, but also it's difficult to say what death is in that case. I mean, honestly, if all of my particles just got destroyed now, but were instantly reconvened in a different way, in the same way in a different place, I wouldn't really think of that as me being dead, seeing as I would experience it as just being an instantaneous transmission from one place to another. So it is. Some people would say that you are dead in between those moments, and that you are technically dead afterwards, and this is a new thing that isn't you. But then it's also odd because that is you, really, isn't it? I mean, it's got all your memories. It retains your physical, biological information, all of that stuff. Technically, it would be you. But some people would say that the original you is dead. Now, of course, we can bring I believe it's the thought experiment is called Thales' ship into this. The point where imagine you have a ship, you have a massive a big ship, and over the years some planks get rotten and you have to replace them. So, and then over the years you replace a load of the planks until eventually you actually replace every single plank on the ship, and none of the original planks are remaining. Now, then the question is there that asking, is this actually the same ship? Because all of the parts have been replaced. Is it really the same ship after everything that was there originally is gone? It is questionable. I mean, I don't really have an opinion on this. Honestly, any of you might. You could say your opinion in the comments. That'd be nice. That'd be fun. Or you could inbox either myself or OntologicalIdiot. That would be fun too. But of course, it is slightly relevant to the point of the teleporty thing. Now, a lot of people would still be on board to do the teleporting thing, even with the whole you maybe being dead. Now, a lot of people actually get turned off by the next part I'm about to bring into this. Imagine that instead of you being teleported and as in your particles being destroyed and then instantly recreated elsewhere, you are instead a machine copies you, as in it takes all of your information, all of your particles, all of that stuff. Then then you get shot in the head, you get killed, and then you get reconstructed after that using the machine that memorized all of your information and stuff before you got shot. Now, a lot of people are still turned off at that point. I personally am not. I still think that person that walks away from the machine is you, even if you technically got shot in the head. A lot of people say that person isn't you, seeing as you just died. But then, of course, it brings this point into the question that is technically a clone of you. But a clone of you, I mean, a clone is technically you still. So it's very complicated and very confusing. Now, I, in fact, added a little extra thing to this question. I've created my own sort of thought experiment, which was originally created to solve this problem, but OntologicalIdiot actually pointed out to me that this could actually be used as an argument for determinism, which I quite like as a determinist. I am a determinist myself. So my little thought experiment, if you can call it that, it's not brilliant, and honestly, who knows? It might have even been done before, and I'm not the creator of it. I'm just a thief. Who knows? But my thought experiment is I call it the blank room, I guess. So imagine that you walk into a blank room. It's completely white. There's a door on both sides. It's completely white, completely symmetrical, and on either side is a cloning machine. Now you step into one of the cloning machines. It goes on, or it does all the things. You get cloned, and then you step out of both of the machines. But you step out of the machine, and then you also step out of the other machine opposite you. Now at that point, I argue that those two people, regardless of which one of this is cloned, those two are the exact same person. Because with other with other times when you think about clones, those clones have gone off and had different experiences as soon as they've been created. So they would, in all intents and purposes, become different people. But at this point, you have had the exact same experiences up to that point in your life, as all of your memories and everything. They're inside the clone, and so that at that point, I would argue you are the exact same person.
You're talking about clones?
I was doing my blank room thought experiment. You've been gone for a long time, and really, that's not good enough, you piece of shit. I'm exhausted. I just had to. I mean, I was bullshitting my entire way through that, and I don't think that was good. I promised the audience that I would put time frames like in the description of when you disappeared and when you came back, because I don't think what I said was any good
I
whatsoever.
like what you say. It's fun.
You don't know what I said. You have no fucking clue what I said.
That doesn't matter. It's fun. Did you talk about paradoxes?
A little, but I honestly I didn't really want to be condescending to the audience because a lot of them probably know about it. Probably know about what paradox is. It's quite popular and.
Yeah, no, yeah, people do. But then
and I did give a brief description of
paradoxes. So it's nice to just clear it up, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. That's great. Now, how about we go on with the Turing test? And you know what? You can do all of your talking because I'm fucking exhausted after that.
Where did we get to? It's been a long time.
Well, I finished explaining the Turing test. I also told the audience about Cleverbot.
Cleverbot.
Huh?
You talking about Cleverbot?
Just a little. I just told them like you can look it up if you want. It's
fun.
Arguably an AI.
Well, it is an AI. Have you talked about the distinction between strong and weak AI?
No.
Oh, well, you should.
Well, no, you should, actually.
Okay. Well, the idea is that you have strong AI that are in themselves self-conscious and they can learn, etc., etc., and they are self-aware, as it were. And you have weak AI that are, or dumb AI, that are in themselves just programs that are no more than the base attributes of what they are, so they become. And that sort of stuff. That's just in that general area. Okay.
Which one's Cleverbot?
It's a weak AI. As far as I'm aware, we don't have any strong AI in existence yet.
So strong AIs are a theory.
What? Theory.
Well, they're theoretical. They're.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. All right. Okay. You know what? Don't judge me for this. I'm tired now after you've been gone and I've had to be.
No, they're theoretical. No, I get what you mean.
Right.
As far as I'm aware, yeah.
Right.
I'm guessing everyone's a lot more AI conscious now. You get the joke?
That's funny. That's funny. That is hilarious.
Right, yeah, it was dumb when I said it. You just piling it on.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue piling on. Ha! That was the funniest thing I have heard in a long time. In fact, I think I haven't heard a single thing funnier in the past minute.
What did you actually say about paradoxes, by the way? I'm curious.
But you can listen later, can't you? That's your punishment, actually. You have to listen to everything I said.
I will.
Yeah, you better.
But I'm just wondering what
Well, look,
What?
no, because I'm not going to tell you right now because that's not entertaining. I've just told the audience, and then I'm not going to just recite what I told the audience to right now, so they'll have to hear it twice. You're
Did you
being
talk
really
about
selfish.
the fact that they have to be logically coherent in order to work,
Uh,
or at
What?
least logically cohesive?
Not really.
Because I think that's where a lot of the misconception in the general populace comes from, insofar
Well,
as they think
probably
that
as
anything that's wrong is
you
a
know what?
paradox.
Let's just assume that I've probably got this misconception as well. You explain it. Go ahead.
Well, I know you don't.
No, you don't.
Anyway, the difference between a paradox and a fallacy is that in one scenario, um, you have a logically coherent aspect of truth that results in a self-contradictory nature, which is a paradox, and you have a fallacy, which is in some way it has fallacious reasoning, such as a division by zero. I'm sure you're all familiar with the popular idea that you can prove 2 equals 1 when you have the division of the same aspect of itself creating 1, and the other on the other side of the sign you have 2. I could um, yeah, right. So if you have the idea that A equals B, A plus A will therefore equal A plus B. 2A minus 2B will equal A plus B minus 2B. So 2 lots of A minus B will equal A minus B. And because anything divided by itself, e.g. A minus B, is 1, 2 equals 1, which is algebraically coherent until you derive the fact that you've just divided by 0, which in itself, most people originally think this is a paradox, but it's not exactly a fallacy. There's a technical difference, but it's a fun thing to
Okay, so
do.
you've given an example of
Whereas,
a fallacy. How about now you give an example of a paradox so we can really cement the difference in people's minds?
you know what? I will. Um, if I say to you that there are 2 different types of words. There are heterological words and there are autological words. Heterological words are words that mean the same as what they are, and autological words are words that do not mean the same as what they are. For example, the word um, pentasibyllic is in itself heterological. Yeah, I did have to count. It has 5 syllables, and it describes a word that has 5 syllables. Heterological. Whereas if I say if something's monosyllabic, it is an orthological word. But what really gets you is the question of whether heterological, or whether orthological words are in themselves orthological or heterological. If they're orthological, then they become heterological. If they're heterological, then they become orthological. It's a paradoxical nature wherein you can't escape this vicious cycle that you've created for yourself.
Well, see, with my example of a paradox, I just gave the basic, example of a time paradox with, like if I go back in time, killed my grandfather, that sort of thing,
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
which I think is put more in a layman's terms, but it is basically what you said, sort of,
Well, I'm not sure that it is.
isn't it?
I think they're different paradoxes.
Well, yeah, yeah, they're different paradoxes, but they are paradoxes.
Yeah, they are. They are both
Yeah,
paradoxes.
yeah.
Yeah. So that there's that fun logical reasonings that you can go through.
So,
Um,
should we go back to what we were
but
discussing like
right,
half a
no, no,
fucking
no,
hour
no.
ago
Right,
and talking through
and
the
here's
Turing
where I'm going to link them in.
Oh, okay.
If you have uh, ideas that are logically coherent but in themselves create self-contradiction, how can you have a set or a system that is the AI, is the computer, that knows that it becomes self-aware through its own system, if systems in themselves can cause self-contradiction? It doesn't seem logically possible for that to advance from one stage to the other then. Surely.
Yeah, I get you.
Cool.
Moving on.
Okay.
As in, please move on.
Where are we going to move to?
I don't know. It's a whole wide world out there. We could go anywhere that you want. I mean, are we done with the eyes? Could we finish this episode? We have been going. We have broken the record, I would assume by now.
Yeah, I think we probably have. We've talked a fair amount about AIs,
Well,
haven't
I
we?
have.
Right, together, have we covered everything that we want to cover? I'm going to ask you that.
I mean, I guess. Have
Okay.
you covered everything you wanted to cover?
Well, I guess. I mean, I guess I have. I guess together we've kind of cemented the concrete foundation of everything, and then people can go away and reflect and have their own ideas about the subject, and maybe they're a little more informed to make a judgment on rational basis.
Well, that's good. So, well, yeah. I guess let's get the episode up. Is there anything you want to say?
Yeah, that fly that wasn't a fly.
Oh,
Um,
Jesus Christ!
I don't know where that went.
I uh,
No, you don't get it. It's dead.
that's. I
And
mean,
I think it just flew away.
that is the saddest piece of news I've received.
No,
In
it
the
was always
last
dead.
10 seconds.
It was always dead, but I think
I
it
mean, I doubt it was always dead. I mean, if it was always
right.
dead,
Well,
then
yeah,
could have been
yeah.
alive. I mean,
Okay, it was always dead from when you have heard of it first.
right, okay. Do you know that we can actually? This is actually live. We can. I mean, people, if we actually invited people to watch this, they could listen to it as we record it on Google, on Hangouts, on Google Hangout uh thing. That's interesting.
Right, yeah. And we can also we can have more than one person as a guest,
Yes,
can't we?
yes, we can.
So we
We will
should
be
do that
having
sometime.
guests in the future. That is a promise. I assume next episode we'll probably be having Jay Socrates on. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, if you listened to if you were hearing this and you thought, wow, those guys are cool. I want to be a part of this.
No one thought
Um,
that.
yeah, right. um, then yeah, get in touch. You know, we're both we're on Tumblr. That's where we do things. So I'm Post-Socratic Fool.
I'm ontological idiot.
Yep.
Also, if you
And
thought we got anything like completely wrong, or if you want to add something more,
oh yeah. Please tell us. You know, and we will take your advice and your contributions, and we will throw them like as far away from us as possible.
I'll read them and get back to you.
Yeah. I mean, I'll throw them as far away as possible. He'll do the logical thing and the nice thing.
I don't know if it's logical. I think it's just friendly.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
calm down.
Yeah, I do know.
Don't go too far now. Easy. Easy does it. All right.
Whoa there, Stallion.
Whoa, whoa there, sailor. Whoa, going a little bit far there.
Well,
Um,
that's somewhat bullshit, and you know it.
also, I'm sure there's some other stuff I'm going to kick myself later for not saying. Well, I mean,
What?
if you listen to this, thank you very much for listening to this.
Wait. Did you talk about Mass Effect, the Geth?
What?
You know exactly.
Oh no, I didn't. I was not planning on doing that
Because I
in the
think that's
slightest.
actually a fun little philosophy lesson right there. Like Mass Effect philosophy.
Do we have to? Do we
Well,
really
no, you
have
don't
to?
have to. I'm just saying.
All right, well, you guys, you know the Geth from Mass Effect,
They
and
probably
that's
never played it.
all we have to say.
Right. Okay. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Thanks very much for watching this episode. If you did watch it, then well, thank you. Um, if you just literally watched the episode to skip to the end, well, thank you anyway, because honestly, that gave us a view, and we appreciate that. Um, if you liked it, maybe throw us a like. Uh, maybe subscribe even if you're into that weird stuff. You could share it with other people. We don't actually have that many people watching us right now, and I mean, I'm just going to voice my opinion. I honestly, I don't want to continue doing this if there's going to be about 5 people watching. I don't know about you.
I think I do. I think.
Okay,
I mean, I don't
that's
mind
fine.
how many people watch.
Oh,
It's
don't you?
nice just to do it. You know.
All right. Well, that's fair. I mean, yeah, it's just I'd like it if there were more people. I mean, I'm probably gonna come across as sounding like a bit of a dick, but if you liked it and if you think you have some friends that might like it, maybe share it if you want. I mean, if you don't want to, that's fine too. I mean, I'm not gonna chastise any of you for anything really. I don't think you deserve that. You're all wonderful people,
Apart from me,
and you deserve a cake.
the cake
But
is a lie.
shut the fuck off. You, you haven't even played Portal.
That doesn't matter. I can still reference it.
I don't. What you shouldn't.
I
Anyway,
played. I played like Portal 2.
stop it. Stop it. That nobody wants to hear you speak.
I think it was like
Anyway,
I
you
did
all
like.
deserve a cake.
I don't think I completed one mission.
However,
Do they have
however,
missions?
I don't
I like
think
walked down an
that
alleyway, and that
you're
was
going to
about it.
get that cake because the universe is an unfair place, and not everyone gets what they deserve. That's just how things are. I'm sorry. He's sorry too. Say you're sorry.
What am I sorry for? I'm sorry.
Good. Okay. Thanks for listening. And goodbye. Say
Yeah.
goodbye.
Well, no, yeah. As we said earlier, all of those things again. Oh my God, my hair can pick up tabs.
This is way too long now.
Right, no,
Nobody's
yeah,
going
end
to
it.
listen to this. All right.
No
All
one,
right.
no one ever listens.
That's sad, but true.